In a small town forgotten by time, an ancient myth was whispered from generation to generation about a cat with eyes reflecting the cosmos, a being that walks silently between worlds. It was said that this cat, named Mystery, was the key to the spiritual infinite, a guide to the dimensions intertwined with our own. The story begins on a moonlit night when a man, tormented by dreams that seemed more like visions than mere nocturnal fantasies, found Mystery sitting calmly in his garden. The cat gazed at him with deep eyes, and the man felt an instant connection, as if an invisible bridge had been formed between them. Mystery rose and began to walk, looking back as if expecting the man to follow him. Driven by uncontrollable curiosity, the man took a step forward, and the world around him began to change. That was when he realized he was seeing the world through a new perspective, one that transcended the physical. They arrived at a grove where the trees seemed to dance with the breeze, and the leaves whispered ancient secrets. Mystery stopped in front of a particular tree, its bark aglow with mystical symbols. With a soft meow, the cat vanished into the tree, leaving behind a trail of light. The man, hesitant but unable to resist, touched the glowing bark and was enveloped by a sensation of lightness. When he opened his eyes, he was no longer in the grove but in a realm of ethereal beauty, where rivers of light flowed through the sky and beings of pure energy greeted him with harmony. The man's journey through the spiritual infinite had begun, guided by the cat that connects worlds, and what he would discover would change his life forever. Through Mystery, he would learn that reality is just one layer in an ocean of existence, and that every being has the power to explore the depths of their own spirit. As the man explored the spiritual realm, he began to understand that each being he encountered was a manifestation of a soul that had lived in the physical world. They were guardians of wisdom, each sharing a vital lesson about life. The man found a river of stars, where the souls of poets swam, reciting verses that wove the essence of the universe into words. He listened intently, and each poem filled his heart with a deeper understanding of love and loss, joy and pain. On his path, he also came across a crystal forest, where the trees resonated with Earth's memories. Touching the crystals, the man saw flashbacks of past ages, learning about civilizations that rose and fell, and the lessons humanity continued to ignore. In the form of a bright point of light on the horizon, the cat Mystery periodically reappeared, always guiding the man to the next revelation. The cat never spoke, but its presence was a constant reminder that there was much more to be discovered. Eventually, the man reached a valley where the light of the spiritual sun never set. There, he found the tree of life, whose roots intertwined with all forms of existence. Beneath the tree, he had visions of the future, infinite possibilities that could be shaped by humanity's choices. Mystery's origin is as enigmatic as his name suggests. Before becoming the cat that connects worlds, he was an ordinary feline, with fur as black as night and eyes capturing the starlight. He lived on the streets of an ancient city, wandering through alleys and rooftops, always observing the movement of humans and the flow of life around him. One night, during a rare celestial alignment, Mystery found himself at the center of an ancient stone circle, where the energies of the universe converged. The stars shone brightly, and a mystical light descended from the heavens, enveloping him in a veil of pure cosmic energy. At that moment, the barriers between worlds weakened, and Mystery, instinctively, meowed into the infinite. The meow echoed through the dimensions, and an ancient consciousness answered the call. It was the voice of the universe itself, recognizing in Mystery a curious and free spirit, a being capable of understanding and respecting the mysteries he was about to witness. The universe granted Mystery the gift of walking between worlds, of being a bridge to the spiritual infinite. With his new ability, Mystery was no longer just an observer, he became a guardian, a guide for those who, like the man, were ready to expand their perception and explore the depths of their own soul. Mystery now carried the responsibility of connecting not just worlds, but also hearts and minds, helping to reveal the interconnectedness of all things. Mystery began to play a multifaceted role in the man's life, acting as a catalyst for transformation and discovery. He was the guide who led the man beyond the limits of his known world, introducing him to a broader and more spiritual reality. Through mystery, the man was able to explore the unknown, as mystery opened the doors for him to explore dimensions that were previously invisible to his eyes. He was also able to understand life through journeys with mystery, as they offered him a deeper understanding of existence, showing him that life is more than physical reality and that there are lessons to be learned in every experience. Each encounter and revelation provided by mystery helped the man grow spiritually, encouraging him to reflect on his own life and the impact of his actions on the world around him. The cat was also capable of inspiring change by sharing the truths he discovered, and with that, the man knew he would also be able to inspire others to seek their own spiritual journeys, promoting a wave of awakening in awareness. However, something completely unexpected and unimaginable occurred. When the dark forces learned of mystery's powers, a wave of unrest spread through the spiritual realm. These entities, eager to disturb the balance between worlds, saw in mystery a threat to their dominion of shadows. They knew that the cat held the key to enlightenment and connection, something that could unravel their plans to sow discord throughout the world. Then, a leader emerged from the shadows, an ancient being known as the primordial shadow, who saw in mystery a challenge to its power. The shadow summoned its followers and planned to destroy mystery, believing that by eliminating the cat, it could control the portals between worlds. The man, realizing the looming threat, knew he must protect his friend and guide. He allied with other beings of light who recognized the importance of mystery, and together, they formed a protective barrier around the cat, using ancient enchantments and the strength of collective faith. The dark forces launched an attack, a storm of darkness that tried to swallow the light, but the union of the man with his allies proved powerful. Each attempt to eliminate mystery was thwarted, and the light emanating from him became a beacon of hope, inspiring others to join the fight. The battle between light and shadow intensified, but mystery remained calm and resolute. He knew his purpose went beyond the conflict, and his presence continued to strengthen those who fought for the greater good. With the unity of the allies, the primordial shadow retreated, realizing that mystery's power lay not only in his ability to connect worlds but in the capacity to unite hearts and minds in the search for truth and harmony. Mystery, with his mere existence, showed everyone that the brightest light is the one that comes from within each being, even in the face of the deepest darkness. But the primordial shadow did not give up, and when one of the allies faded due to the battle, a moment of profound sorrow and reflection fell upon the group. The loss was felt not just as a tactical blow but also as an emotional wound, for each ally was valued not only for their abilities but also for their friendship and spirit. Before departing, the stellar healer, with his last vision, revealed a secret that changed the perspective of all the allies. He confessed that their abilities were not just gifts granted by the universe but manifestations of their own souls that had been awakened by the deep desire to serve the greater good. He explained that true power comes from within, that the light they used to combat the shadows was an extension of their own essence. The stellar healer revealed that each of them had always had the capacity to shape destiny, but it was the union of their spirits and the purity of their intentions that amplified their forces. And so, he left a message of hope that even in physical absence, the power they possessed would continue to exist and grow, as long as they maintained faith and unity. His departure, though moving, would serve as a reminder that true strength comes from the heart and soul, and that every sacrifice made in the name of light is a step toward the ultimate victory over darkness. The Keeper of Secrets, with her ancient wisdom, reminded everyone that death was not the end but a transition to another form of existence. She conducted a ceremony to honor the strength of the one who was there, chanting songs that allowed the Allies' essence to join the spiritual realm, ensuring that his spirit continued to fight for the light in another way. The Warrior of Light, though shaken, reinforced his determination, transforming his sorrow into a battle cry that inspired others to continue fighting with renewed passion and courage. He reminded everyone that the best way to honor the Allies' sacrifice was to continue the fight for which he gave his life. The celestial messenger spread the story of the Allies' heroism, ensuring that his legacy would inspire others across the universe. The Weaver of Dreams wove a magic that captured the essence of the Ally, a work of art that served as an eternal memorial, shining with the light of all the good deeds and shared moments. Together, they reaffirmed their commitment to the cause, recognizing that each life is precious and that the fight against the dark forces is also a fight to protect the value and memory of each being. They stood up, united by grief and hope, ready to face whatever came next, knowing that the spirit of the Ally was with them, guiding them toward the final victory against the darkness. Once again, after a new assault, the dark forces managed to capture one of the living Allies, casting a veil of tension and urgency over the group. The capture of a living ally was not just a momentary loss, it was a direct threat to the balance between worlds. The man and the other allies quickly mobilized to plan a rescue. They knew that each passing moment could mean a greater influence of the shadows over the ally. As a strategy, the Keeper of Secrets used her mystical vision to locate the captured ally and identify weaknesses in the dark forces' defenses. She coordinated the group to create a plan that minimized risks and maximized the chances of success. The Warrior of Light led the rescue mission, facing the shadows with bravery and skill. He was accompanied by the Celestial Messenger, who ensured that communication was maintained, while the Weaver of Dreams strengthened the barriers around Mystery and the other allies, ensuring they were not vulnerable to unexpected attacks. The confrontation was intense, with the dark forces using all their tricks to prevent the rescue. However, the unity and determination of the Allies of Light were stronger. They managed to infiltrate the domain of shadows and reach the captured ally, who, despite being shaken, remained strong in his faith in the light. With a combination of magic and strength, they freed the ally and escaped back to safety, but not without consequences. They realized that the battle against the shadows was an ongoing struggle, where each victory had to be protected and each ally valued. During the battle, the cat played a crucial role. He was physically with the allies, but in spirit, he navigated the ethereal currents of the spiritual realm to strengthen the barriers between worlds and prevent the dark forces from causing further havoc. While his allies fought bravely, Mystery traveled to the core of the spiritual realm, where light and darkness met. With every thought and meow, Mystery reinforced the connection between worlds, ensuring that light prevailed even in areas most affected by darkness. His presence was felt by all the allies, like a wave of warmth and strength that revitalized them and gave them hope. And then, while the dark forces were distracted and confused, the allies positioned themselves around Mystery, who sat serenely at the center of a mystical circle. Together, they began to recite a chant, their voices rising and intertwining into a melody that resonated through the worlds. The Keeper of Secrets revealed an ancient enchantment that weakened the essence of the primordial shadow, but to make it work, all the allies needed to recite it in unison, connecting their souls and intentions. The union of their voices created a powerful harmony that it would dissipate the shadows. The Weaver of Dreams used her ability to create a magnificent illusion, a vision of a world where light and darkness coexisted in balance, confusing the primordial shadow and making it question its own existence. The primordial shadow, feeling its power wane, tried to resist, but the purity of the harmony was too strong for it. The darkness that formed its core began to dissipate, and the light of understanding shone in the eyes of all the beings present. The primordial shadow was not destroyed but transformed, reminded of its origin as part of the whole, of the necessary balance between light and darkness. The battle against the primordial shadow was won with a combination of courage, wisdom, and unity. The man and his allies, guided by the light of mystery, realized that the strength of the primordial shadow lay in the darkness of fear and division. With the victory, the allies not only saved their worlds but also brought a new understanding of the duality of existence. Mystery, the cat that connects worlds, was the beacon that guided them, and his mission would continue, always reminding everyone that the brightest light is the one that recognizes and embraces even the shadow it casts. When the battle ended, Mystery suddenly appeared beside the man. His eyes glowed with profound knowledge, and a new serenity marked his stance. No words were needed, his presence alone was enough to show that his mission had been successful and the balance between the light and shadow was restored. As the stardust settled over the battlefield, the man and his allies gathered to honor all those who had fought tirelessly. They joined in a powerful, joyful, and moving chant that cradled the man in feelings of peace, calm, and true joy. Mystery, with his newly strengthened aura, moved among them, offering silent comfort and a reassuring presence. After the victory over the primordial shadow, the man found himself in a state of grace, surrounded by the pure light of the spiritual realm. Mystery sat beside him, his eyes reflecting the peace that now permeated the atmosphere. The man felt the awakening to reality was near, yet he also knew that the world had changed. Mystery rose and walked toward a resplendent tree, its leaves shimmering with ethereal light. The cat looked at the man, a silent invitation in his gaze. Before their return, there was a moment of farewell between him and the allies. They all gathered around the man and Mystery, each expressing their gratitude and respect for the role he had played in the battle against the dark forces. The Keeper of Secrets offered words of wisdom, saying that although their paths now diverged, the knowledge and courage gained would remain as a link between them. The Warrior of Light emitted a bright star signifying strength. He spoke about the man's bravery and how his presence had inspired everyone to fight with greater vigor. The celestial messenger promised that the experiences and stories lived would be told across all worlds, ensuring his legacy would live through time and the cosmos. The Weaver of Dreams created one last vision, an image of all of them together, smiling at peace, a memory the man would carry with him into reality. Mystery and the man approached the tree together, and the cat began to circle the trunk, his tail gently touching the bark. A soft melody began to echo, a song that seemed to come from the very heart of nature. The tree glowed even more intensely, and a passage opened in its trunk, a portal of light promising return to human reality. Tenderly, the allies bid farewell, each returning to their responsibilities in the spiritual realm. They watched as the man and Mystery crossed the passage of light, knowing that the connection they had formed would be eternal and their souls would be forever united in the fight for light and the balance of the universe. The man took a deep breath, silently thanking the allies who had fought by his side and for the wisdom he had acquired. He followed Mystery through the passage, and as they crossed the threshold, a sense of transformation enveloped him. When his feet touched the soil of his garden, he realized he was no longer the same person, and now, he was seeing everything with new eyes. The colors were more vivid, the sounds clearer, and a deeper understanding of life pulsed within him. Mystery, the cat who had been his guide, now walked by his side as a constant companion, a living reminder of the universal truths the man now carried in his heart. In the days that followed, the ancient city began to feel a change. People were having vivid dreams and a feeling of renewed hope. The man, with the cat always by his side, shared the lessons he had learned, and his words began to heal the souls of those who listened. While Mystery seemed just a cat to some, to those who felt his influence, he was a beacon of infinite possibilities, reminder that there is always more to discover, more to learn, and more worlds to connect with. The man began to handle the knowledge he had just acquired during his spiritual journeys with a mix of reverence and responsibility. He became deeply aware that knowledge was not just to be absorbed but also shared. With each revelation, he felt the weight and power of the wisdom entrusted on him. He dedicated himself to translating spiritual lessons into terms that could be understood and applied in people's daily lives, becoming a speaker, someone who uses his voice to enlighten, inspire, and incite positive changes. However, the man also knew that he would struggle against the resistance and hardness of some hearts. Not everyone was ready or willing to understand or accept what he had to say. He would learn to balance the need to share his wisdom with the understanding that each person must come to these truths on their own. With Mystery by his side, being the bridge between the physical and the spiritual world, the man would continue to help others awaken to the infinite possibilities that exist within and around them. He embraced his role as a protector of the spiritual guide, not with arrogance, but with humility and gratitude for the opportunity to serve others in their search for meaning and connection.